Yo, what's up guys, MrPantaloons here with another Opera Omnia video. After over a year of not playing this game, so we took a break of over a year and now we finally decided to return to the game. They had the 8 million download campaign, I checked it out, and that was the final push to get me to return to the game. And man, the experience so far, it's been a couple of days and the experience has been better than I had anticipated, and I want to talk about few things. I guess first off I want to talk about the characters. So I'm told that there are about 120 plus characters. Right now we have 91, so since we've not been playing this game for over a year, we missed out on quite a few characters. But I want to say that even though we missed out on so many characters, it's actually not that bad. Square Enix did a really great job to help out either new players or returning players such as myself, because check this out. So we took over a year break, okay? There are over 120 characters in the game. Let's say we missed out on half of them, we would still have 60 characters to use, and that's the beautiful thing about this game. You don't actually need that many characters, or I guess the better way to put it is that you have a ton of characters to choose from. So 122 characters, it's not gonna take you, even if you're a new player, it's not gonna take you that long to get some parties going on, and the game actually helps you with that as well. They did some changes that I really like. Let's check them out here real quick. So if we go to the quest, because I just returned and I feel like I'm pretty much back on my feet. I need to do some of the new upgrading systems, but those are gonna take time because it's just the progression part of the game, right? It's not like you're gonna get those handed to you on a platter, but the game gives you a pretty nice jump start. So let's see, do we have anything here in events? I guess these are the events that are going. Not too much to talk about here. The permanent events, however, so they have the Mock Gym Novice and the Mock Gym Intermediate. And I actually think Square Enix did a great job with these two. They give a lot of resources, but they are also actually very helpful to play through as a new player. It doesn't waste your time, it's straightforward, it explains you everything you need to know about the game, and it's a very understandable manner as well, the way they give you the knowledge, and it will give you plenty of resources to get a party going, which is beautiful. They didn't do anything with the co-op quests from since we left, which is a bit surprising, but I guess they kind of abandoned that mode and they didn't just have the co-op with the events. It makes sense because you want the players to play these co-ops, the event ones, and not the permanent co-op. But then the cycles are just as they used to be. So new player and returning players, the Mock Gym is beautiful. It's gonna give you a ton of resources, especially for well, it gives you the tier 5 crystals to get your characters to level 70 and crystal strength 70, which I believe is the first thing you need to do to power up your teams. In terms of lost chapters, okay, so check this out. So these are the permanent lost chapters. So we've kind of stopped doing them from Cater onwards. We started clearing some of these and then we kind of stopped at Celeste and then we did nothing onwards. So we haven't completed any of these ones. But then I want to show you this. So the latest one is Fran's Lost Chapter, Girded for Freedom. And check this out, I cleared this one. So I just got back, boom, I got pretty much the same characters. I got my Lightning to level 70, and look at this, I completed normal mode, and I almost completed hard mode as well. I completed everything except for the 2 hardest nodes, and I could probably do this one as well, but this one is going to be really hard. But the other ones, I did them comfortably, right? And I could have I used a friend unit as well, and the friend unit helps a lot. So even if you are still far behind, if you are 1 year behind in the game, you can still almost complete a lost chapter. Look at this, except for 1 or 2 levels, which is really dope. So lost chapters, I'm not gonna have much progression to do. I can still do most of the lost chapter, excluding those 2 levels, which if I keep building my power, I will eventually be able to do those as well. Now let's see if we have anything else. World of Illusions. So this one's okay. This one, the artifact. So I really like what they did with this one. So they improved the artifact farm tremendously, in my opinion. So do you remember back in the day, you would go into the artifact, you would have 3 branches, then you would have to go in like multiple levels, then you would have to activate a special level, then there would be it would be a limited time, you'd have to quickly use up some books so you can farm real fast before they expire, and it was just, you know, it was kind of a bit of a grind. But now it looks like there's only a couple of levels, so you enter in, boom boom, you complete real quick, and then you go here and you just do this level. It takes 40 SP, so you only have to do it 5 times, which is really nice. And then it gives you, it doesn't show me here, but it gives you artifact tokens that I believe you can pretty much trade in for anything you want. Actually, I haven't checked it out. Can we, where would we go to exchange it? In the token exchange? Let's see if I can find it here. So there's the Mog's Gym. I already did that one. Does it still show me? So the Mog's Gym, oh yeah, and so it gives you all the crystals. It gives you tier 4s, tier 5s, which I already bought, and it also gives you orbs for weapons and armor, so it's really good to do. This is the event. Okay, where's the artifact one? Can we find it? Okay, here we go. So artifact token exchange. So you get these tokens. You get silver and gold tokens from that one level. So that's all you need to do. And then you go to exchange, and let's see how this works. Okay, so we have Aidoja. Also, these are new. So farming artifacts is a lot easier now as well. You have the 5 stars, which I think guarantee you an orange passive. So you're not gonna have to farm as many artifacts as you used to. Okay, so we have latest. So we have X-Death, Warrior of Light, Garland, and look at this. I think you can pretty much trade for anyone. So this is beautiful, because back we had to. They were color coded. You had green, red, black, yellow, you name it. There was so much stuff that you needed to farm, and it was RNG. You had to get lucky to get the character you want. Now, if I want to go and do Garnet, I can just boom farm the stage, I don't know, 10 times, 20 times, and then just go in and exchange for Garnet. Cannot carry any more gear. They also address that part. You can get up to 900 slots, I think. Although you have to get 5x5, which I don't know why that is still the case. So it can take a bit of time to get to 900, but you'll get there eventually. Okay, so the artifact process is streamlined. I like it. The crystal strength process is also sort of streamlined with the help of the Mog Gym here. It will give you a few characters to start off with, and then you can use those characters and get more crystals from other events, which are not going to be that hard, to be honest. I can probably farm them with my old characters, no problem, and then go from there. They have the token exchange, so you can buy weapons, you can buy EX weapons even. The armor, they have the new upgraded armor, so you're gonna need more armor tokens, but you can get more just by playing the game. They'll give you more as you progress. And they have some new stuff here, bloom tokens, and which I don't know what these do yet, but there are quite a few upgrades, quite a few additional upgrades that you can do in the game at the moment. The banners are much better. You get these G tokens every multiple you do, and then you can get either power stones or just to get the EX. So you can guarantee the EX in, I believe, 75k gems, which is really nice. That's a pretty good amount in my opinion. And then you also have these books which you use to upgrade your EX weapons beyond the normal max limit break. Okay, so that's that. Let's see if there's anything else we need to talk about. I think we covered the most important aspects. So that was World of Illusion. Then we have the summon board, which I haven't done yet. I'm assuming I'm gonna need really strong characters, so this is a piece of content that I'm gonna need to try soon. We still have the trials, the permanent ones. These ones, the ultimates, also allow you to get your summons from level 20 to level 30, so you can get even stronger by doing these. And then we have Dimensions and Abyss, and these two are new. I haven't really played these. I don't know what to expect, but by the looks of it, it seems like they are permanent, so I don't think you need to bother too much with these until you get to endgame, until you actually get a powerful team. And I'm fine with that. As long as they are permanent, there's no problem, right? You can take your time, you can take as much time as you need and build as many characters as you can. It's no problem. I have no issue with permanent events. This is what I like, when you have challenging content that's permanent, because pretty much any player will be able to access this content. There is no rush to quickly grind and upgrade as much as you can before the time ends, because there is no timer, right? You have all the time in the world. So the events are still the same. You get the what are these? I forget what they were called. I don't know, the perfect clears. Yeah, wasn't it called, oh, Chasm? I guess that's what they're called, the Chasm. And it looks like they didn't really increase in difficulty, so it's still level 90. I think that's what it used to be. Maybe they're a bit harder now, I'm not sure. I haven't done them yet. Then this is a special event, and then they have the normal event, the character event. And this one is gonna be the same, however, they have Cosmos and Chaos, so they have two additional difficulty levels, which I can't do currently, but I can still do up to the EX level. So I can do the EX, I can do the co-op, get the tokens, and then gradually progress my units to the point where I can do Cosmos and eventually Chaos. So there is progression and rewards in the game, so you're not just gonna be able to do everything at once. You have to progress your characters a little bit, and then you'll get access to more and more content. You'll get access to the end game, as it were. Now there's also co-op in this thing, which I need to do, which I think there wasn't in the game. I'm not sure if this is the regular thing they do now. They have a co-op. Actually, was it? Yeah, I don't remember. Maybe there was co-op back in then, but maybe it was optional. This time, if I go in, I can't do it solo. I actually have to do the co-op, which is interesting. I don't know if we need to do it multiple times or if it's just a one. I think it's a one time, because this one has 3 waves, so repeating this one multiple times could get a little bit grindy in my opinion, but yeah, other than that, the artifacts are easier to grind now. You don't need to stress too much about the crystals, since they give you some for free in those MOG levels. And then finally we have, I guess we should go to the enhancements. Finally we have the summon boards, which is another part of the end game, which is another important part, I should say. So you have the normal stuff, crystal strength, which goes up to level 70 now. Refine, this is what you use for end game basically, so you get the materials that will upgrade your characters and make them powerful enough for the end game. So I haven't even done anything here. I already have some pieces, so I could probably get a character buffed up if I needed, but that's gonna come gradually as I play more and more. I haven't played that much just yet. And the only thing that's left is the summon board, which is another way to strengthen your characters. So if we go to Warrior of Light, there are 6 boards at the moment. Looks like there's gonna be 10 in total, at least for now. And these boards, you get to fight the actual summon. So for the Ifrit board, you get to fight Ifrit, which is amazing. I haven't done any of this yet. I'm actually pretty excited. This is probably the most exciting content that I want to do currently. So you get to fight Shiva, you get to fight Ramu, and it's beautiful. They have different mechanics. They can be quite hard to beat without the proper team, and then you get points that you can allocate in these boards, and it gives you a lot of stats. So it gives you pretty much everything. And since there are 7 boards, imagine having this but 7 times, and you can actually scroll and see them. So it's a lot of stat increases. You can boost your characters by a lot, and you also get some passes. You even get, I believe, gems in these chests. So it's a really nice way to further progress your characters. It adds more content to the game. It feels satisfactory because you get to increase the power of your characters. And the one drawback I see is that you need to do 6 boards for Warrior of Light, then you need to do 6 boards again for Firion, and 6 boards for every character. So 120 characters, you'd have to do like 700 boards if you want to get them all. But obviously that just gives you infinite content basically. I guess if you grind 24/7, you will eventually get there, but at the same time there is no reason to grind all 120 characters, right? Because you're not gonna need that many, but you can grind your favorites. You can grind a few more maybe if you need them especially, and it's just a way to further progress your characters should you want to do so. Alright, so I think that pretty much covers all there is, all the things that improved my experience with Opera Omnia since the last time we played, which was over a year ago. Also we have the new chapter, or the new act, with there's like 10 chapters in there. Yeah, that's gonna be it for this video, guys. So as I said, coming back to the game, initially it felt I was a little bit overwhelmed by the grind in the game, but once you start playing, you'll actually see that they streamline the content, so it's easier to get to where you need to be for the current end game. It's just gonna take some time because that's just gonna be the model of any game really, so there's not much you, the player, can do about that, but just keep on playing the game and eventually you will get there. Alright guys, that's my experience returning in the game, and it is a favorable one. Definitely excited to try out some more of the content. I gotta do the summon boards, I need to do Dimensions End, Abyss, Cosmos and Chaos. So I got quite a few content to go through. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching, and I shall see you in the next video. Have a good one and take care.